Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Hilda Fadila from Critical Speech 309 class. In this video, I'm going to talk about this House would block ex-corruptors from running in the legislative election. They define this hold is government. Block is something that makes movement or progress difficult or impossible. Ex-corruptors is people who have misappropriated or misused state money for personal gain. Then legislative election, an election is a process which people vote to choose a person or group of the people to hold an official position. So the context, in 30 September 2018, the Supreme Court stated that the prohibition of ex-corruptors into legislative candidates was contrary to the election law. In the 2019 general election, had invited polemics regarding to the nomination of people representative. That is because ex-corruptors were allowed to register as a people's representative. 81 names have been declared as a corruptor. The list contained 23 ex-corrupt legislative candidates at the provincial regional people's representative council level, then 49 ex-corrupt candidates at the regency or city regional representative council level, and 9 others were running as candidates for the regional representative council or DPD. From 16 political parties participating in election, 40 parties proposed candidates for former corruption convict. There were only 2 parties that didn't propose a candidate ex-corruptors, namely Partai Nasdem and Partai Solidaritas Indonesia or PSI. So the argument is this House would block ex-corruptors from running in the legislative election because they betrayed everything. Corruption is a betrayal. Using state money that should be the affairs of the people, but they use it for their own satisfaction. After what they did, how can they be given the same opportunity? They just made many people angry, disappointed, and difficult. Some example of this name is Muhammad Taufik. Taufik is known to have stumbled upon the corruption in the case of procurement of goods and props of the 2004 election when he was a chairman of the DKI Jakarta KPU. Then he was sentenced to 18 months in a prison for causing state law 480 million. Next is Abdillah. Abdillah is a deputy candidate for North Sumatra Province number 39. Abdillah was involved into corruption. First, the procurement of fire engine amounting to 11.999 billions. Second, the illegal misappropriation of APBD funds in a row. The total use of the budget reached 50.58 billion for personal and non-service purposes. He was sentenced 5 years in prison and a fine of 250 million, and many more names of legislative candidates who have betrayed the country. Not only disappointing, corruptors also make people difficult. According to a study by Rahayu from Gadjah Mada University in 2012 with the title The Effect of Corruption of Poverty in Indonesia, it can be concluded that the higher level of corruption is, the higher impact of the percentage of the poor will be. We can see the poverty that occurs in Indonesia. Many people cannot eat, have no place to live. Sometimes they are old people or children. When the condition of the people is still like that, meanwhile, it is very easy for corruptors to use state money for personal interests, even up to billions. Their job is to help and become representative to the people. But what they do is make the people suffer even more. Let's see to the evidence. The public responded negatively to the decision of Supreme Court that allowed ex-corruptors to run as a candidate for legislative. They expressed disappointment and distrust of the government. For example, Stephanie, 23 years old, she is a private employee in Central Jakarta. She said that she was disappointed with the Supreme Court's decision. She considered that there are still many Indonesian citizens who are more entitled and have a better track record to advance as a candidate for people's representative. Then she thought that the candidate for people's representative who has the status of former corruption is a bad threat to the people and the state. She said that Supreme Court decision has tarnished the political world in Indonesia. She made the question what is the function of the police record certificate, or we call SKCK, to apply for a job if it is clear that corruption is still acceptable. Then Franciscus, 27 years old, he said that Supreme Court decision had killed the public trust in the representative. Also, he said that former corruption convicts should be given social sanctions to provide a deterrent effect. This decision also made angry a few parties. The Secretary General of Partai Solidaritas Indonesia, named Raja Juli Antoni, he said that he accepted this legal decision with disappointment, motion, and irritation. How can the House of Justice give a decision that feels unfair to the people? So this house would block ex-corruptor from running in a legislative election. They betrayed everything, made the country lose money, made the percentage of poverty increase. So they really don't deserve to be trusted anymore and become people's representative. That's all from me. Thank you.